Well, good morning, Hopkins County Republican Party. Today is November 2nd. It's a Saturday. Remember to set your clocks back 1 hour tonight. There is no excuse to miss church Sunday morning. Try to remember that. Early voting in Hopkins County was an awesome success. 50.24% of voters voted early. Of the 25,371 voters that are registered to vote. Now for y'all that vote on election day, it's really important that you go vote. And even if you are a Democrat, if you value the Constitution, look at the Republican Party platform. I have it here somewhere. Oh, no, that ain't it. Let's go back here. That's it. Right there. Hopefully you can read that. Our platform is to seal the border, stop the migrant invasion, carry out the largest deportation operation, end inflation, make America the dominant energy producer in the world, stop outsourcing and turn the United States into manufacturing superpower, large tax cuts for workers and no tax on tips, defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms, prevent World War III, restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East, and build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country, all made in America. End the weaponization of government against the American people. Stop the migrant crime epidemic, demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. Rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Strengthen and modernize our military, make it, without question, the strongest and most powerful in the world. Keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare with no cuts, including no changes to the retirement age. Cancel the electric vehicle mandate and cut costly, burdensome regulations, which also tied in with making us an oil producer, is going to bring your gas prices down. Cut federal funding for schools, pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. Keep men out of women's sports, deport pro-Hamas radicals, and make our colleges, campuses safe and patriotic again. Secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. Unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. Those are the Republican priorities under which Donald J. Trump and JD Vance will be working 4 years to implement. So, if you value those things in the Constitution of the United States, vote for President Donald J. Trump and JD Vance on November 5th. I have a bunch of other stuff to share with you. Let's see. What do I have here? I've got a bunch of things that I can share. Let's see. Here's an image of Hopkins County. That's a pretty good one. I like that. Let's do some stills. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll close that. Close that. Let's go back here. Let's see. That's a pretty good one. I love those pictures. These are great. I appreciate those kids. uh, also, poor old Joe. You got to feel sorry for the guy. Um, justice is coming. And there you go. We aren't garbage. If you don't love Americans, you shouldn't be running the country. With that 50% of our voters already having voted, if you look at the 2020 election results, in 2020, only 54.12% of the population or registered voters voted. We have more voters now than we had 23,954. Now we have 25,371. So not only have we gained more voters, we've got more voters turning out to vote. That's great. Congratulations, Hopkins County. You're really doing a wonderful job getting out and vote. It's important you get out and vote. So anyway, we just kind of blew those numbers away. That's old information. This is great too. Happy Halloween. Really? Can you imagine walking around your neighborhood like that? That's awesome. Uh, Anyone trying to disarm you is your enemy. Those of us who believe in the Second Amendment, that's what we think. This is pretty good. Dad, why do people give up freedom and security? It's called Hegelian dialectic, sweetie. They create a problem, the problem creates a reaction. If there is enough fear and hysteria, people will not only accept the solution that limits their rights, but they will actually beg for it. Can you imagine? That's what's happening. Here we have, for November 5th, all the voting locations by precinct. Check this out once I finish this video. Make sure that you can see that. Otherwise, I'll make it larger. Here also is another breakdown of all the voting locations for each precinct for November 5th. So if you're a November 5th voter, these are your voting locations by precinct. You can vote at any of them, but the ones near you are listed here. I'll publish this again before the election. All those illegal getting driver's license, and I didn't get one call asking about car insurance. This endangers you if one of these guys plows into you. You may be stuck with the bill, not only for your hospital, but for your car. Yeah, not good. Hispanics for Trump 2024. Now, I got this from a guy who sells trailers locally. Go see him. Buy an RV, buy a trailer. He's got a bunch of them down there. So anyway, Hispanics are for Trump this year. That's great. How to be a good climate activist: own a private jet, own a yacht, own 5 mansions, lecture poor people on how selfish they are, and give yourself an award. Imagine saying you stand for women's rights while letting men dominate women's sports and nominating men for Women of the Year. You have entered the Twilight Zone. Logic dictates gun owners were as violent as anti-gunners say they are. There would be no anti-gunners. Very true. If your students know your political affiliation, you have failed as a teacher, and you are there to help students think for themselves, not think like you. The people against voter ID laws wanted to show you vaccine papers. Wanted to show your vaccine papers. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you're entertained by all of this stuff. If you're going to vote on November 5th, please get out and vote. Please do it. If you're a Democrat, you go vote too. You know what? We need everybody in this together, voting for your choice, whatever that might be. Take care. Have a great day. It's Saturday. Hopefully, maybe you went out to the air show. I hope so. I missed it because I had to do this. Anyway.